Make no sound at all in the Japanese train. Otherwise, hi, this is Nataro. The first thing that astonishes Chinese visitors in Japan is the quietness, especially inside trains. It's a tranquility impossible to experience in China. Recently, a Chinese person living in Japan introduced how quiet Japanese trains are on the Chinese video site, Shigwa Video. Some viewers misunderstood, thinking maybe the recording isn't accurate. According to the streamer, Japanese people don't talk on trains unless it's an emergency, and they put their smartphones on silent mode or turn them off. Among the Chinese viewers watching this video, comments like, "It's so different from our country. In China, there are only people talking loudly, and those who don't have the awareness to use earphones were heard." For internationally noisy Chinese, it might seem worth emulating, but such quietness is rare even in Western trains. It might be easily misconstrued as good manners, but what is the truth? As an insider well-versed in Japan's reality, let me succinctly explain the conclusion in line with Japanese traits. The order of explanation is as follows. 1. Others' evaluation comes first. 2. Celebration of uniformity. 3. Inside trains as a social sphere. 4. A space with no escape. 1. Others' evaluation comes first. Many Japanese prioritize others' values over their own. That is, they tend to care more about how they appear to others rather than their personal values. The higher the evaluation from others, the better. Receiving low evaluations is something they detest to the point of despair. This tendency stems from their uniform and closed-off school years, as I mentioned before. However, where to draw the line regarding other people's opinions? Generally, maintaining an appropriate distance from others is crucial. The closer one seems to be, the more they are conscious of others. It's similar to animals. Conversely, topics like a war in a distant country are met with complete indifference. News of a tragic incident abroad always ends with no Japanese victims mentioned. I repeat, being somewhat close to others is paramount. Bringing the topic back to trains, the train interior is a confined space. It's impossible for people in the same car to be distant strangers. If they own sound causes discomfort to others, and earns them low evaluations, they'll become unbearably conscious of it, possibly leading to trauma. Moreover, if they receive a low evaluation from a large group, they become a clear target for persecution, and that label will stick with them forever. 2. Celebration of uniformity. For most Japanese, hiding their individuality is a common tactic to blend into the crowd. The vast assembly in identical suits is a prime example. As mentioned earlier, standing out can lead to social exclusion. Personal information epitomizes individuality. Emotions are intensely personal possessions. Revealing them is equivalent to exposing one's weaknesses. Weaknesses are always exploited in the form of personal attacks. The moment you share information, you are dragged into the hell of relative evaluations. It's not just limited to sounds, the same applies to visuals. Hence, even after recovering from a coronavirus infection, many people in Japan still don't remove masks. They fear low evaluations. They want to leave amidst the bliss of high evaluations only. 3. Inside trains as a social sphere. It might seem contradictory. Trains serve as a social stage for self-presentation. While standing out is discouraged, being scorned is also undesirable. Simply being ignored is disliked because being ignored socially is equivalent to not existing. Ignorance means social non-existence, instigating a sensation akin to being cast out. Hence, in the cramped space of a train, where one must interact with others, individuals strive to present the best version of themselves. To achieve this, appearing solitary without speaking is the most efficient strategy. It gives off an aura and there's no bias introduced by others' involvement, making it highly unlikely for weaknesses to surface. 4. A space with no escape. Trains don't allow you to get off while they're in motion. They are isolated islands on land. There's no escape. If you draw hostility from those around you, your life is in danger. Japanese people have lived in closed spaces as an island nation. While confined spaces are comfortable, they transform into dangerous territories with the interference of others. Silently enduring it and waiting desperately for the next station is the only option. Conclusion. The reason Japanese trains are quiet is an excessive self-consciousness concerning others. For a small island nation with over 100 million people, the presence of others is a matter of life and death. Epilogue 1. Many Japanese can be seen wearing headphones or earphones inside trains, but they are not completely engrossed in their own world. Firstly, they are concerned about sound leakage, so they can't fully immerse themselves. They fear causing annoyance to someone unknowingly, which might lead to criticism. They fear being condemned, thus they can't immerse themselves completely. Wearing earphones is simply a declaration like, "I am fully occupied with my own affairs. I won't harm anyone, so please don't pay attention to me." Epilogue 2.
This discussion was limited to inside trains. But similar Japanese exclusive tendencies can be glimpsed everywhere.
Take coffee shops, for example. The moment the staff talk a bit, customers shoot disapproving glances or curse internally. We have the right to rent this space by paying money. It's our territory. Don't intrude. Even with noise, it's something like this. Thank you for watching. Until next time.